wasn't late as usual. I'm sorry. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get it together. Anyways, I just want to catch you guys up. The last video I was talking about when I got my positive OPK early, and then I got the results from that, which indicated that I had not ovulated, but the same day that I got my progesterone drawn, which is the normal day that I ovulate on, I ended up getting a positive OPK later that afternoon. So I went after 7 days the next Saturday to get my results drawn again, and I didn't get my results back until that Monday. And in between the time, of course, y'all know I'm a testing addict, so I did do some testing, pregnancy testing, and I'll insert the clips. If I still have them, I think I have them, because I promised myself that I wasn't going to test until I got my results back. But I didn't. So anyway, I'll insert the clips if I still have them. And so I got those. Now comes Monday, of course, and I get my progesterone back, and it's only a 2.83, 2 point something like that. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then at this point, I'm still having ovary pain and all of that. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. But like I was saying, what I think I was saying, my progesterone, yes, it was only a 2.83. So by this point, I'm like, okay, yeah, what I was saying was I was still having the ovary pain. I had it for a week. I mean, it was like, it was just crazy. And I could tell where I did have a leftover follicle, or some where it didn't, I guess, because I didn't completely ovulate or whatever the case may be. But after that, in between that time, I had already had an appointment with my RE for March the 24th. That was a Saturday, and then for the progesterone draw, the next Saturday was my intended time, around the time where my next cycle should have started. Actually, it was this past Tuesday, which would have been cycle day 34. So, I was supposed to be I'm going on a vacation this weekend, and I'm like, okay, I hope my cycle comes before then, because I don't want to be on vacation with that. So anyway, so I was having a party that Saturday, ripping around that morning, and I get the cramp, and I'm like, okay, I believe she's coming early, a little bit early on, and got home, checked, and boom, there she was. So, but that last Tuesday, I had messaged my RE and was telling them that that cycle had failed, and that I was requesting to be monitored and to get checked for PCOS, and also I wanted to get monitored, triggered, and to be put on progesterone after ovulation, suspected ovulation. So he wrote me back immediately after that, and he was like, I haven't heard from you in a while. I was glad to hear from you again, things like that. And he said, okay, on cycle day 1, message such and such, and we will get you in on cycle days 2 through 4. So I'm like, okay, that'll do. So I told him the day that I was supposed to be starting my cycle, and whatnot. So I ended up starting early, which was last Saturday, and which was 2 would be that Sunday. And then that Monday, I got up a message and asked them, I told them, I sent my results that Monday. So I told them that, my cycle had already started, and she messaged me back and said she was going to forward it to another nurse. So she did, but I never heard back until later on, because I was supposed to be starting Letrozole that day. So I told him, I said, well, could you please let me know if I need to come into office today or tomorrow, which would be 3 or 4, and so I can make arrangements because I have, kids and they're not babysit. So she said that she messaged back and said we'll get you in tomorrow at 11. So I proceeded with the letrozole as I told them that I will be doing, and I did it later that night. I purposely waited till that night just in case they messaged me that Monday and said don't take it or just whatever. So they didn't say anything. So I took it that night as I was supposed to. So when Tuesday came, the day of my appointment, we get in the office. We just going over my history. It's like a return visit slash, whatever we were going to try to work in. So she told me that the one of the normal testing that they do, or routine testing that they do, is the OR testing, the ovarian reserve. She said, but since I had already taken the letrozole, they couldn't do it. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So she said, oh, it's okay, it's okay. So we didn't do anything that day. And she also told me that he had it in my files that I did in fact have PCOS. And I'm like, so I like at this moment I remember talking about it. So this was back in 2014, mind you guys. So I didn't remember if he had officially diagnosed me, and I kind of like just thinking about it and talking to her. I kind of remember him saying it, but I asked her. I said, "Well, is it in his files? Is it based off my irregular periods, or did we do testing?" And she was like, "Well, it just looks like he has it in here because you had irregular periods, and I guess along with everything else, all of the other symptoms. I don't remember getting blood work for it, but at the time, I was just starting out, so everything was new to me back then. I didn't know to ask certain questions. I knew we were getting blood work for certain things, but I didn't know I don't remember. That's been years ago. So anyway, so at this point, I don't know. So when he came in, we really didn't talk about, we talked about a lot. They gave me a nutritionist. They partnered with some new people where they have therapy geared towards people with PCOS, which they kind of told me, based off that. So I'm assuming, I'm not going to assume that I have it, but I do want to, I'm going to message him back because I didn't get the chance to ask him. My husband was rushing me. He had to get back to work. So I do want to message him and ask him to do the specific blood work related to just that. If we can, I don't know, because I've taken the letrozole already. I don't know if they can do that. But anyway, I do want to get that checked again. Just to see, and based off my prolactin and things like that. But so he just told me we would do, because I'm still on the 7.5, and he said we would do the day 21 draw, which I still, he didn't mention the mid-cycle monitoring nor the trigger. And like I said, I was being rushed, so I didn't get a chance to talk to him and ask. And he just said we'll do the day 21. And so I will probably message him, because I'm not going to do OPK testing this time. It just doesn't work. It's just a waste of time for me. So I do plan on asking for the mid-cycle, at least, scan maybe once around cycle day 14, just to be on the safe side. I usually ovulate cycle day 17. So even if I ovulate early on 14, he'll be able to see at least something, So I'll be kind of there or near. So I do want to request that. And based off whatever he sees, or I normally get terrible ovulation pains when I actually ovulate. So if I feel that, then I might just disregard it, or if not, I'll do that and ask the trigger and or ask to be on progesterone. So I'll bring that up again. He did say, in the messages, and maybe that day they squeezed me in. So I kind of, everything was kind of, but anywho, so now I'm on cycle day 6. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cycle day 6, day 4 of Letrozole. I'll take it tonight. The only thing I've been having terrible migraines, and these started, I think, day 1 of my cycle, and I've never had migraine. I'm not gonna say I've never had migraines on my cycle, because I have, and I suffer from migraines, but I haven't had one in them consistently like this in a while. So I had one like day 1, I think day 2, and then it skipped day 3. Day 4 I had one, and then I started, the letrozole, so I knew it was gonna make it worse. And then I woke up yesterday, which was day 5. I had one day 5, and it woke me up out of my sleep that morning. So it's just crazy. So I'm hoping that I didn't wake up with one this morning, so that was good. And I'm hoping I don't wake up with one tomorrow or the weekend, because they normally kick up like after the 4th or 5th day I take the letrozole. So I'm hoping I don't have to worry about that. But especially because I'm on vacation. So I think that's about it for now. He said that, I do want to mention that he said if this doesn't work, then he might switch me back to Clomid, which I'm not gonna say I don't want. I'm gonna do what I need to a certain extent, but the Clomid kind of overstimulated me when I took it the first time, and I did a lot of rounds on that. But maybe we can just do the Clomid and then the trigger, things like that. So we'll see. I'm not gonna say I have a good feeling. I don't have any feelings as toward whether this is gonna work or it's not gonna work. I plan on doing some things differently. Like I said, I'm not gonna do the OPK testing, and I'm not gonna gonna try to keep, because I got the bacteria infection the last time. So I'm gonna try to keep everything subtle. I plan on cleaning up my eating, which I was supposed to be doing this week, but I kind of slacked. I'm trying to do as much water as I can, cranberry juices, and might add cranberry pills. So I'm trying not to get an infection, because I believe that's what happened. It happened before. When I was trying for my 3rd baby. But yeah, that's about it. I'm rambling. So because I'm trying to think of everything that been going on, and I promise this is why I try to keep everything consistent and as it happens. There's my husband in there, y'all. But anyway, so I guess for now, I won't have anything for the next couple of days. I'll be on vacation until Sunday. Today is Thursday. I'll leave out in the morning. I hope that's not too loud, y'all. There it is. Sliding there howling, so I'm gonna go get him. But anyway, so yeah, if I think about anything else, I'll come back. But as for now, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.